Okay, looking good. Do we have a good angle here? Do I look like a movie star? All right, let's do it. It's after 6 again, and I'm excited to kick back after the workday to pick the brains of the country's greats. Today, we'll get to know one of the country's prominent movie and television actors. He's found his way away from the screen and into the kitchen. Everyone, let's give the spotlight back to Marvin Agustin. Hey, Marvin.
Hello.
Welcome. You can do a dance. Welcome, huh?
Thank you.
So happy to have you here.
No, I'm
Thank you.
happy to be here.
Let's just start about your early life. What was your early teens like? Were you a good student? Were you working on the side? How did it all start?
You'll find this interesting
Okay.
because yung una kong job as a mascot and waiter was in your mall, Alabang Town Center,
Yeah.
in a video shop, ACA Video.
Yeah, we all used to go to those to rent out.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
And then I wanted to work in the restaurant industry because my sister was working in Shakey's and the other one was working in Dunkin' Donuts, all in Alabang Town Center. And nainggit ako with my sisters.
yeah.
They're already working.
Busy, yeah.
And earning, money. So I applied in Tia Maria's as a waiter, and
Okay.
that's where actually I learned to bartend, cashier, cook.
How does that lead you into the world of showbiz? Where was that opening? Because you had no links to showbiz, right?
Yeah, I was giving out business cards.
Okay.
May business card na ako nung 16 years old ako.
Yeah, well, you're trying to get work. No?
And
So,
I was part of the marketing, group. During one of our visits in ABS-CBN, we went there to bring food, and at the
Okay.
same time, we get to promote the restaurant. And then suddenly, from the restaurant in Alabang, there was a call from ABS-CBN asking if I wanted to audition for a show.
course.
I was happy being a waiter because at the time, Tia Maria's actually would send me to school in
Right.
the mornings, and then I get to work at nights.
Yeah.
Parang
It's a good deal, no?
good
Yeah.
deal. So I wanted to be the restaurant manager
Yeah.
at that time. I was, I wanted that career. But I know also when, if I take this challenge of
Right.
becoming an actor, it would, change my life and my family's lives. So I said, okay, why not try it?
And so you have a famous pairing with Jolina Magdagal. Did that happen early on?
It was an accidental matching for us. And I was one of the hosts and performers of that noontime show. Angelina was also part of that
There,
one.
okay,
Yeah,
well.
we did hosting together. And people actually found our pairing cute, funny.
Yeah. And so you went on to do how many movies and shows with her?
I think movies and TV shows combined, I'd say we did more than 15.
Amazing. So you're there, you're acting. Clearly, you take off, you do a lot in a short period of time. But then at some point, you start shifting and changing and trying new things. You move into, I guess, the cooking world, creating places where people can enjoy food. How did that come along?
I'd say the food industry, the restaurant industry was my first love before acting.
Yeah.
And when Mr. Donut actually asked me to be their endorser, I told them not to pay me anymore. Just give me franchise. I'd learn the business.
Perfect, yeah.
Because I wanted to start something. I was already saving money. Alam mo, Jaime, I think nag-work as an advantage yung hindi na kaya ng family ko to send me or us to
It
school.
became an opportunity rather than a liability, no?
That's when we learned that these times of difficulties, it would stretch you, but you'd learn more about life.
Okay, you had that, but you're acting, right? You've got a full-time job. How did the more serious side of this develop? Did it develop on the side, in parallel? Did you suddenly say, no more acting, I'll move into this?
I actually never said no to acting. I showed interest to my mentor.
Okay.
I also wanted to learn, business. I wanted to do something else. He actually advised me to expand. You don't have to choose between acting and doing business. I learned the business, and then my sister and I actually started a new concept, another cart business, Rice Capades. And nagsunod-sunod na yung
So
mga
tell me about
restaurants.
the different concepts. So you got Sumasam. Which are the different brands that you have?
Yes, that's actually the first time I met you. You awarded us Merchant of the Year.
That's correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was 2007, if
Great,
I'm not
great
mistaken.
choice of name, by the way.
Thank you.
So give me the range that you
Oh,
launched.
yeah, from several cuisines.
Okay.
Yeah, Japanese, may Italian.
Yeah.
We have Filipino, of course. It's just during this pandemic that I've started to learn how to bake. I was telling you about it a while ago. I learned from YouTube University
Amazing, no?
and Google College.
Amazing. These are the positive sides of social media, no?
Yes.
The ability to learn and
The access to
the
any
access to information. No?
Anything
Yeah.
that you want to know and learn, it's just on your phone.
These are all tremendous skills. What's the role that social media has played for you in the success of all of this?
Before pandemic, really, I thought, social media is, very intrusive to the
correct.
privacy of people.
That's true.
So I was
That's
like,
the negative part.
yes.
No?
During pandemic, of course, all my businesses had to close down, and all I had was my kitchen.
Yes.
That's when I learned how to bake. My first product that I baked was a banana bread. Yeah, I posted it on social media and my
Then
Instagram. And I got an inquiry, wanted to order one, and then there's another order, there's another
Amazing,
order. So I ended up very busy during pandemic.
In fact, I think a lot of people started a world of their own, doing businesses during the pandemic, selling from their home.
If there is something good that pandemic actually taught us is, the embracing digital transformation, because that is something that I am thinking on how to really merge or marry both
technology.
food and technology.
Yeah.
So I'm researching.
Yeah. On the financial side, you use apps at all. The mobile way at BPI, we're trying to enter the digital age, be a leader in it. But it's really about the customer and how the customer uses digital technology. In your own banking world, do you use apps? Do you still go to the branch? How does it work for you?
During pandemic, that's how I learned how. I'm a traditional person when it comes to banking.
You like relationships?
I like calling.
Yeah.
I like talking. I like seeing people in person and discussing. But the efficiency of doing everything, embracing technologies, it saves time and energy.
Yeah.
Get to do a lot of other things. No way.
Exactly.
You can still beat the traditional way, but you'd get to do a lot of things if you learn technology and embracing them. So it's very, very efficient.
Well, I think all of us in the Philippines, we're beginning to integrate technology into everything we do. It's making things, as you say, more cost-effective, more efficient, and quicker, and sometimes safer as well, given the pandemic. And the exchange of physical things is less attractive at this point in time. But a fascinating world that you've evolved in, and now using technology to transform in so many ways. Marvin, you willing to have a little fun? We can play a little game?
Sure.
Simple game. Nothing complicated. So let me read the question out. You like being a chef more than being an actor. True or false?
Parang true na false eh. Parang I like cooking because it's my own time and my own pace.
All right.
Pero I also miss acting because when I'm acting, parang it feels like I'm on vacation because I'm just enjoying the entire team.
So you can put
working with
put
me.
both up. That's okay.
Kaya nga eh, so true and
dalawa na
false.
lang.
My turn. Hala, gusto mo pa akong agawan ng trabaho? You wanted to work in the film industry. True or false?
It's true. So very early on in my life, I've always loved movies. I like movies. I like all aspects, but it's just not the acting part. I'd be a terrible actor, not like you. But I love the production, putting the whole thing together.
More on the behind the scenes.
Yeah. Okay, next question. You wanted to join the famous MasterChef TV show and win the title. Is that true or false?
No. False.
False, false.
I won't be able to handle the pressure.
That's fake news yan, ha? Fake
Tsaka,
news.
ano yan, crazy yan. Oh, ito. You are a Jolina Marvin fan. True or false?
True.
Parang set up to.
No. Absolute fan. What? Hey, babe? What was I'm trying to remember.
Anong story nung Hey Babe?
Yeah. Let's not go too much into it. I actually met Jolina very early on in her life. If I get the story right, I think she and her father, she was very young, approached the World Wildlife Fund, and I think she wanted to be involved in environmental things. So I had a chance to meet her early on, and of course, in more recent times. Let's just say I'm a fan of both of you. Okay,
Wow. Thank you.
You walked out of a shoot at one point in your career.
Uy,
True or
serious.
false?
Serious yun ah.
Someone upset you? Or?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
It was actually parang at some point in my life, parang I control my temper.
Yeah.
So rather than debating or create those crazy arguments.
Just walk off now.
Yeah. You cry when you watch sad movies. True or false?
True. I don't usually cry when I watch movies, but I get engaged with the movie, and there's the occasional one that will make you teary-eyed. Cinema Paradiso, there's Italian. The music starts, man. Interstellar, another one. But usually it's to do with the music. When the music has power, then it has a way of bringing out emotions. Me again. Your most popular love team partner, Jolina Magdagal, was your first ever showbiz crush. True or false?
True yan.
Yeah.
Lagot ako, nanonood yun ng lahat ng ginagawa ko eh. Baka hindi na ako sagutin.
But I think that's fair. Okay. There is a dream job or role in your mind that you have yet to achieve. Is there still something on your mind? True or false?
Of course, true. I still have a lot of I'm still restless.
Yeah, I can believe that. That's very much the case. Maybe later on we can ask a little bit about what you have in your mind.
Okay, my turn.
Ikaw na naman, Marvin.
Ito, same.
Okay.
Almost the same question.
Yeah.
There is a dream job or role in your mind or project that you have yet to achieve.
Yeah.
True or false?
Well, I'm very happy with the way my life's gone. I've been able to do many of the things that I've enjoyed doing. But if you ask me, it goes back to the movie business. I think it would have been fun to be involved in a project that produced something, documentary, real movie.
Real movies, let's make one.
Yeah. I was thinking of maybe, you never know. This might be the start of something new.
May producer na ako. May producer na tayo, Jolina. Yeah, me and Jolina, a movie.
Yeah.
And then Ayala produces it.
We'll discuss that separately. Okay, last question. You're a strict father to your twins. Is that true or false? You don't look like a strict guy to me, but I know, maybe I'm wrong.
I am not. False. My kids know that. I don't see the point anymore of being strict. I actually ask them if they try or want something. I ask them, do you really want it? And kung gusto nila,
You treat them like adults, no?
Yes, and I just show them how to get it. Not actually na ako pa yung magbibigay sa kanila. I help them figure things out.
Fantastic. Yeah. You look like a great dad. All right. Super. Marvin, you have twins, Sebastian and Santiago. For starters, twins can be tricky, right? Because you got two instead of one at the same age doing the same thing. Is it different?
When they were growing up, because I would hear horror stories about twins na sobrang magkaaway.
Yeah.
So growing up, I would always whisper to their ears, you have to be nice to your brother.
Yeah.
And luckily, they became very good friends.
Yeah, that's great.
Pero yan yung problema. Pag may problema, pag pinagsasabihan mo, when you discipline them,
the other one will side.
Kaya, when they did something together, kami ng mom nila, pinaghihiwalay namin when we need to talk to them.
Okay.
So, but
I'm sure they'll talk behind the scenes again,
Nagpaplano. Mom would say this, dad would say this.
Yeah, they're smart kids. They know how to get around. So your own siblings, you said you were the youngest, no?
Yeah,
Marvin.
youngest.
How many brothers and sisters
Two
do you have?
sisters.
Oh.
One is now in Canada with my nephew, and my other sister's here is helping me in the business.
Okay.
She's actually the real baker in the family.
I see.
Ako nag-aral lang sa YouTube.
But good relationship when you were young. Clearly, they made you do the cooking. But,
not very much. Kasi lagi akong inuutusan. When you have two sisters.
That happens when you're the youngest naman.
Jay pangalan ko sa bahay. Jay, you buy this. Jay, you buy this.
But you should be thankful. That's how you became an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You know?
Actually, na-train ako to follow, and at the same time, pag nainis talaga ako, magtatago ako sa kanila dalawa.
So, Marvin, clearly you had a great family life. Now you have two sons, no? How does dynamic change? How do you bond with them? Are there things you share in common?
They love to eat also.
Okay.
They also love movies. Actually, in the movies pa nga sila yung matatapos sila the entire movie. Ako yung makakatulong. Either sa start, sa gitna, kahit ano pa yan, kahit Batman pa yan, kahit Avengers pa yan. Whenever I enter the cinema, siguro it's dark, and at the same time, it hypnotizes me to be calm and relax, and I'd fall asleep.
But tell me, have they taught you anything? I mean, they're living in a different world. I'm sure they're much more adept at a whole range of things, particularly on social media.
Yes. TikTok.
TikTok. How to use TikTok or how to
Yes.
enjoy TikTok.
So they've been telling me, Dad, get into TikTok, get into TikTok. I was like, I'm 40 and you want me to dance? And that's how I actually learned the power of TikTok.
Well, it's more popular now than anything else, I think.
Yes,
No? Yeah.
so that's where people get, get entertained and even information. That's how
true.
crazy TikTok is.
Amazing.
Because social media has helped me so much with the new food brands that I created. It came to a point that I said, not everyone would have the same audience or followers that I have. I actually opened a new account, Bayamihan. That's actually my YouTube channel. It's actually to help small businesses. We would search online and find these small brands and would actually order secretly.
Yes.
And if it's really that good, we would take a video of us eating and we promote the small brands. And
I love that.
I would have several video content with my kids. And it's fun.
That's a
We
cool
get to
thing that
help
you're
and-
doing, where you're helping others. I mean, they must be so grateful. Do they reach out to you afterwards?
Yeah. Some would actually still call me that people still order what I ate in that video.
Fantastic.
And so we're just so happy that we get to put their brands out there.
That's such a nice thing to do. And I'm a great believer, Marvin, that the power of this world where we're entrepreneurs, but the moment you help others, it comes back to you so many times over. And I think we all have a responsibility, particularly when we're successful, to help others as well. And I think you're doing a wonderful job doing that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, Marvin, since you love food, I wonder if you can guess dishes by just describing their taste, texture, and how it's cooked. Are you willing to play this game?
Lagot. Kaya ko kayang i-describe. Sige, let's do it. This is a serious game. Some people really train for this one.
Let's keep it a little low-key. Huh?
Galingan natin, ha? Okay.
We'll take
Who to
turns.
go first? No, Jack and Poy. Bato. Pick! Oh, I win. So I get to choose.
Choose whether you start or not. Okay. All
I
right. There you go.
start.
You got to put in your forehead.
Ready ka na?
You're better at this stuff than me.
1, 2, 3,
Okay.
go!
It is a rice dish, sometimes a little moist, sometimes with a little
Kakanin?
color. No, it's
Do
not
you know
that.
rice dish? Goto?
Eaten abroad also. Eaten
Oh,
abroad. Yeah.
risotto.
It's getting close.
Oh, not risotto, paella?
Oh, that's it. Very
Paella!
good. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right, can you guess?
Soupy dish.
Oh,
Sour. Maasim. Seafood. Shellfish.
sinigang?
Yes!
Nahipon?
Yeah!
It can't be meat, right?
Good
Seafood.
job.
Yeah. Okay lang. Huh?
Galing.
Okay lang. I'm giving you,
Okay.
I'm giving you a run for your money. Huh?
My turn.
Okay. It has a peanut sauce. Usually yellow looking.
Kare-kare.
Oh, that's right. That's a little. I didn't even get to the vegetables and the meat. Very good. Very good. That's excellent.
Because I just
Excellent.
cooked this last night.
Oh, masarap. Masarap.
Okay.
Very good. Here we go.
Oh, patay. Ang hirap nito. Pero ano to? Popular boy band to
Boy
in
band.
the 80s.
Good God.
It is saucy, lots of tomatoes, liver, pork, potatoes, some carrots.
Is that? Is,
Pero
is-
boy band to. Boy band.
Menudo. I know the food, but I didn't know the boy band.
Menudo,
It's pretty
menudo.
good. Yeah. Uy. This, I would say, is probably the prototypical Filipino symbol of food. Usually eaten at fiestas, by a gathering of large people.
Lechon.
Ayan. Very good, very good.
Ang galing mo mag-describe.
Yeah. Not bad, huh? You gotta give the atmosphere of the whole
Ang
thing.
galing. One last. Naku, ito yung mahirap.
Go easy on me.
Hindi ko alam if you've had this in your life.
May baka hindi.
This is a kind of kakanin.
Okay.
Rice. They use rice, glutinous rice.
Okay.
Normally, this is color brown. And when
Like
they
burnt on the top a
yes,
little
when
bit.
they slice it, parang diamond.
Yeah. And it's like it's rice but with a sweet burnt
Yes.
taste.
Coconut sometimes. Burnt coconuts.
Biko?
Biko.
Okay, very good.
Galing,
All right.
ah.
Yeah.
Is that something that you...
Well, I like sweet.
I should send you my
leche
dessert.
flan and all of that.
I should
Really?
send you my dessert.
Oh, good,
Sige.
good.
Soon.
Okay, game over. Marvin, I think you win this. We kind of both got things right, but with my Biko, I think I was a little slow, so I nominate you the winner.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Congrats. Marvin, what a great life journey. I've enjoyed this conversation so much. There's no doubt in my mind that you're going to continue to do great things as you move on. And you're still extremely young. You keep saying that you're old, but you're not. But I hope as you move on, maybe BPI Preferred can be by your side and help you as we move along, as it's helped others.
Sure, of course.
It's been a pleasure having you here today. Congratulations on everything you've achieved, and congratulations for helping so many others.
Thank you, Jaime.
Thank you very much. What a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.